Hey, you join me on a Wednesday morning, beautiful morning here in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I've made a last minute decision. I've got a few days free, so I'm going to the Golden Gate Highlands National Park in South Africa, which I've been to. Well, I went to the outside of it, a place called Clarence, which is a beautiful little town, and I drove through the national park and I said, during that drive 4 or 5 years ago, I need to come back with my camera. So, last minute decision, I'm doing a quick pack. The vast majority of my photo gear is currently on a ship, hasn't landed in the UK yet. I'm moving back to the UK. So I've got limited gear, which is making the packing a whole bunch easier. Um, Now, there are some birds of prey down there, specifically vultures. The rare bearded vulture is down there. So I'm taking both lenses that I've still got here in South Africa. The first one being my 180 600. The body I'm taking is the only body I've got in South Africa, which is my Z8. My D850s are on the ship. But that's the body and the 180 600. Second lens I'm taking, I don't have my my ultra wide, so the best I've got is my 2470. I haven't yet got the Z70-200. I'd have probably kept that in country if I bought it at the time, but it was out of stock. So I've got the 2470. This is not the ideal scenario. It's very rare that I shoot landscape with just one lens option. So that'll be an interesting challenge. It's also got really dark skies in the national park, so I was hoping to try a little bit of astro. Absolutely no expert, but while I was there, I was going to try it. With the widest option available on this lens being 24mm, it's not ideal, but we'll give it a go, see what we get. On top of that, taking my filters, I'm taking the DJI Action 5 Pro, which is filming this right now. Microphones, batteries, memory cards, head torch. Don't go anywhere without a head torch, spare batteries, cable bag with little hard drives and all that sort of stuff. I'll take my MacBook with me so I can do a bit of editing on the fly. Beanbag, never know when that's going to come in handy. Hat. That is it. That's all the kit I'm taking. Now, for me, that's pretty unusual. I like to have all of the options available to me, but it's pretty exciting. Pretty rare that I do these unplanned trips. Going down, leaving the house in the next half an hour or so, stock up on a few goodies, snacks, those kind of things. Then I've got a 4 hour drive, actually, 4 hour drive. So I should get there about 3:30, settle in, get my stuff ready, find a quick hike, out for sunset. I'll see you there.
People knew her by her will to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee, strangers talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy egg. I remember her in songs, decades old, but it doesn't matter.
If you're from South Africa or visiting South Africa and thinking of spending some time in the Golden Gate Highlands National Park, then I can't talk to you about it from an experiential perspective. As I said, I've only driven through it so far. I'll give you more insight over the course of this video. But a couple of things to note. Firstly, there's three things, three clues, if you like, in the name. Golden Gate Highlands National Park. So number one, it is a national park. What does that mean? Firstly, there's conservation fees to pay. I think for an international visitor, it's about 280 Rand. That's around $15, I guess, around 11, 12 pounds. If you're local, then you get a significantly lower cost. I think it's around 70, 75 bucks, as in Rand, not dollars. So that's the first thing. Second thing about it being a national park is that, as far as I am aware, and I will verify this, but as far as I'm aware, that means no drones. Now for me, my drone's on a ship on the way back to the UK, so no pain from my side, but just be aware of that, or at least check it out. I'll try and remember to check it out and update at the end of this video, or add something under here to let you know for sure. Second clue in the name, Golden Gate. Don't know what the gate means, but the golden is apparently due to the fantastic golden hour, the light that you get at sunrise and sunset. We'll test that theory over the next few days, but sounds really cool if you're there for landscapes. And the third piece is Highlands. It's high. It's right next to the Drakensberg and Lesotho border, or not far from the Lesotho border. Lesotho has the highest average altitude of any country in the world, apparently. Interesting stat for you. And the Highland National Park is at around 2,500 meters. So that's worth bearing in mind. And especially if you're hiking, that might take some getting used to. If you're coming from somewhere that doesn't have that altitude, you're not used to it, just bear that in mind. Secondly, it means it gets bloody cold. So, as ever, if you're going hiking, make sure you got plenty of warm clothing with you. The weather can change dramatically. Being close to the Drakensberg Mountains, the weather can change very quickly, and in all directions. So it can be beautiful and sunny, and the next minute it's windy and rainy, and cold. So be aware of that. So that's three insights. We'll get more information as we go along. As I say, I've not done a great deal of research. Pretty much a on the spur of the moment decision to come down here for a few days. I'll see you at the hotel.
Decades old, but it doesn't matter. Stumble across old memories. Try to recall before they all shatter. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone. She knew it must rain before it was.
Just a few kilometers from the hotel now, and I think it's fair to say we're in landscape country.
Even though she could knock down and never showed.
Mid-afternoon, sun's still pretty high, so not ideal for photography, but what a sight.
Lately, your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up in easy air. Where did you go? Where's your heart at? Why did you fall back? Lately,
I wouldn't describe it as luxurious, but looks clean.
shining brighter.
Got a shower, little living dining area, little kitchen, fridge, microwave, everything I need. Every single thing I need. And most importantly, look at this bad boy. What a view to look out on. So I've managed to find the entrance to the trail called the Holkrans Trail. I'm assuming that at some stage was a map. There's literally nothing there. Sun's faded it or something, but nothing there. So we'll just try and make sure we keep our bearings. It's a pretty short hike, so it's only a few kilometres, and my guess is it's pretty well worn, but we'll certainly play it safe. We've got another hour and a half or so till sunset, so we'll try and find a composition and then wait for the light. Not trying to do a long hike today, just want to make sure that I get one in the bag on the first day. It doesn't matter how far you travel or drive. Doesn't matter if you're getting aeroplanes, driving, walking, on the train. You've got to get a shot on the first day. That's my view anyway. Right, I've spotted something. Sounds ridiculous, but it looks like an owl to me. There's no point me showing you on the camera because there's no way you'll see it. I'll point the camera in the general direction and perhaps use arrows, but it's on this rock on the right hand side. It's just perched. So I don't have my binoculars with me, so I'm going to grab my 180 to 600 lens and see if I'm imagining things or not. And the answer is, have a guess. Yes, I was imagining things. It's just a bit of rock. Hey ho. I thought it was too good to be true. Now then, interestingly, as I turn the camera around, I can see the trail, but I can't see where it's going to go other than up. So I think I've got a bit of a climb ahead of me. Now, I'm going to take it fairly easy, so we'll assess as we go. But it definitely looks as if the only way is up. Right, so I found a shot. As much as anything, I want to get a rest. But I've got quite a nice composition here. I'm not certain the balance will work. I'll show you in just a second. But there's some interesting colours in the grasses. And some plants alongside it, lots of different hues of green and slight yellows, and those same colours are reflected in the midground and even the background. Let me show you rather than talk about it. I'm really liking these grasses, and I like the fact that those colours are reflected throughout the scene. Disappointingly, we've got no cloud, so no dramatic skies for us, but I think we can get a shot here. So let me set up and I'll show you what I get. So I'm going to shoot handheld because I've got enough light shutter speed to do that. Quite a lot of wind actually, more than I thought, and I'm only getting 1/160th of a second, but I need to be at f11, f13. I'm going to bump my ISO up a bit to give me some flexibility. And I can get up to 250th of a second. Not sure if that's going to freeze the grasses in this wind. But let's have a look. Now I'm going to need to focus stack that. Let's try a more traditional shot. So f13, 1/250th of a second, shortest focal length on this lens of 24mm. Only got the 2470 with me, as I said earlier, so forced to make the best of what we've got.
say if you want a glimpse the future you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you fall
Ain't that the truth?
to wander? Take my hand and walk beside
Pretty bloody stunning. And I've just seen something that both excites me and, I've got to be honest, it scares me. And that's don't know if you can see it in the far left hand side there. There's a ladder up there, or steps or something. And what scares me the most is that I probably won't be able to resist going up. Let's take a look. Not committing to anything.
So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slowly fading in my mind.
Right, I've decided that given I'm not certain how much light we've got, this was more of a recce, trying to get one shot in the can, not trying to get the dream shot. Not done the necessary prep to go to areas I don't know very well, without a bit of planning in advance. So I've decided discretion is the better part of valour. I'm not sure if that term fits this scenario, but I'm sure you follow my meaning. Decided not to do that now. I will do it before I leave, and I'll take you along with me, but not right now. I'm going to try and get a shot whilst we've got the light. I hope we've got the light for a bit longer. I know where I am. I'm heading back the same direction I've come. I don't have to worry about distance and all of those good things. So that's the plan. So I really like this scene. The cliff rock formation. I like the contrast of the dark sandstone where the water is dripping. It goes all the way along. Kind of shouting black and white to me. But I'm not certain how I get a balanced composition here. So I'm going to look around and I'll let you know if I find one. Or at least one that I think is relatively balanced. So I'm looking to find a composition that I really like. And I knew I would say this, but I wish I had my 1630 with me. I watch all these videos on YouTube that talk about go out with just one lens, it'll aid your creativity. And I'm sure that if you're disciplined enough to do that for a long time, for a long period of time, then that might well be the case. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm that disciplined. And I want more lens options. Just my glasses. Got my sunglasses, where's my glasses then? Well, I didn't find my glasses, and we'll come back to those in just a moment, but unfortunately the sound recording did not improve in quality. So rather than persevering, let's jump straight to the image that we managed to capture from this spot.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time.
There's good news and there's bad news. I retraced my steps and found my glasses. That's the good news. The bad news is one of the arms is completely snapped off and the other arm is extremely loose. Now I say snapped off, I think it's snapped off. I'll check just to make sure. But it's difficult for me to tell because I haven't got any glasses to wear. I can't really see. But it's a really nice, simple, practical example of why when you're out on a hike, you should always carry gaffer tape with you. Because it comes in handy for so many things. Some things are a lot more serious than merely a broken pair of glasses. But yeah, always carry gaffer tape with you for those on-hike repairs. What's that? Do I have some gaffer tape with me? I need to get up there somehow, because there is a shot with that rock in the middle there, that outcrop in the midground, and that background with the sun raking across in the background. But I'm running under light. That sun is about to dip below the mountain, so I'm going to head up there and see if I can get a composition. And then the sun was gone. We've still got some light casting across these mountain ranges in front of us, which is pretty stunning, as I'm sure you can see. There are midges everywhere, man. Phew. Including my mouth. My eyes. Jeez. I have to get some spray from somewhere. Right, gotta go. Well, that 90 seconds was the worst midge experience I've ever had anywhere. It's just clouds of them. And up your nose and your mouth and your eyes. Really, really, really unpleasant. And that's about being prepared, and I wasn't prepared. Wasn't aware that this area suffered from midges at this time of the year. So it's my own fault. But really, really very unpleasant. So I'm going to need to make a plan for the next few days, because I don't want to go through that again. Of course, retrospectively, it's fine, it's all okay. But when you're 60 seconds into a cloud of them, and you've got no idea whether that cloud is going to follow you for the next 3 kilometres or not, pretty unpleasant. Anyway, enough of the midges. That's it. I'm heading back to the chalet. The light's pretty much gone, and pretty tired, so I'll grab a shower, grab something to eat, and I'll see you around sunrise tomorrow. That'll be in the next episode, and I hope you can join me then. I'll leave you with a few more images for today. In the meantime, please take care. Bye-bye. And I saw you